Simon Sinek versus Scott Galloway. Simon Sinek first came to notice following the publication of his book Start With Why, which is also the subject of his TED Talk, touted as breaking the internet. He has subsequently published several books, including Leaders Eat First and The Infinite Game. There are hundreds of videos and podcasts on the internet featuring Simon Sinek. Scott Galloway, until recently a professor of marketing at New York University's Stern School of Business, has also published several books, including The Four, Adrift, and The Algebra of Happiness. He is perhaps better known, however, for his annual presentations entitled Provocative Predictions, where he spends an hour or more making predictions for the year ahead. Both gurus speak on a wide range of subjects, many outside of their respective fields of expertise. Both make their points with a confidence reserved for 21st century gurus. I am sure that both have made a great deal of money from publishing, speaking, podcasts, and of course, their confidence. Where I think these two gurus differ is that while Galloway is besotted by statistics and uses them to underpin his predictions and advice, Sinek focuses on anecdotes to illustrate his observations and protestations. To my mind, this makes Sinek a much less reliable source of direction. In addition to the lack of statistical significance, anecdotes encourage the survivor bias, an effect that occurs when conclusions are drawn based on the outcomes of success stories, whilst ignoring the failures or non-survivors. Sinek highlights stories that reinforce his points, whilst ignoring stories that don't reinforce those points. Galloway, on the other hand, provides statistical evidence supported by confidence limits. While Sinek is perhaps fun to listen to, he is, in my view, an unreliable source of guidance. Basing strategy on anecdotes, while perhaps better than relying on intuition, is only marginally better. Galloway, on the other hand, uses statistics, creating the probability that his guidance has a greater level of scientific foundation. Are your marketing decisions based on anecdotes or statistics? Are you relying too heavily on stories and anecdotes? Are you opening yourself up for the survivor bias, or are you demanding the numbers before you make decisions? For more on statistical validation, consumer insights, and cognitive biases, visit www.djohncarlsonesq.com. That's www.djohncarlsonesq.com. Or email me, johnc@linkintegrated.com. That's johnc@linkintegrated.com. I'm John Carlson. Thanks for listening.